Paramount Pictures Columbia Pictures Warner Brothers. American Hustle. The movie riffs on the FBI's 1970s scam sting operation, and is filled with as many twists and double crossings as swishy dance moves. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Catch Me If You Can. One of our absolute faves. It tracks Frank Abagnale's rise as a wunderkind conman. Leonardo DiCaprio has never been more enjoyably charming and slimy. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Zodiac. Wasn't necessarily the movie horror fans expected. Instead, it's a movie about the people who tried to unmask California's Zodiac killer. Zodiac turns into something much bigger and more foreboding than a spate of murders. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Wolf Creek. One of the great horror movies of the 21st century, Wolf Creek is also the main reason I'm scared to visit Australia. Fictionalizing two different Aussie backpack murderers, it follows three sexy tourists venturing into the outback who meet a stranger and, well, you know the rest. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. The Wolf of Wall Street. The best and boldest thing about The Wolf of Wall Street is how fun it makes its crimes look. Scorsese and writer Terrence Winter condense fraudulent stockbroker Jordan Belfort's memoir down to basically the most sensational parts, putting you in the headspace of a man who sees other people's money as his own playpen. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Casino. Casino is an underrated 90s gangster flick, with Robert De Niro as a low-level mobster making his way up the casino racket based on Frank Lefty Rosenthal and Sharon Stone and Joe Pesci as the wife and friend who threaten to tear it down. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Spotlight. Spotlight could have been really boring. Not because the story itself, about the conspiracy to cover up child sex abuse by the Catholic Church in Boston, is boring. But the Best Picture winner chooses to focus on the perspective of the journalists who unearthed that scandal by spending a lot of time at their desks calling people up. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde is such a monumental movie in American history that it's as famous as the couple it's about. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No, Leatherface never existed, but Texas Chainsaw is loosely, very loosely, based on the crimes of Ed Gein. It plays out like the most disturbing home video of all time, and was even promoted more or less as such, making a franchise out of the fear that there is always a monster lurking just around the corner of a country back road. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Goodfellas. A time-jumping, ego-filled gangster epic portraying Henry Hill's Ray Liotta life in the Mafia. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Bully. The twisted, trashy story of South Florida high schoolers who murdered a sadistic friend who had abused them. Bully is a hard one to stomach. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. JFK. While the assassination of John F. Kennedy remains officially solved, Oliver Stone's historical drama is such a persuasive conspiracy thriller that it will leave you convinced that something else was at work. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Summer of Sam. Summer of Sam charts the effect of the notorious murders of Son of Sam David Berkowitz on young men living in the Bronx in 1977. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. The French Connection. The fictionalized account of New York City detectives who pursue a French drug smuggler is essentially one long, glorious chase scene. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Munich. Steven Spielberg clearly had a lot invested in Munich, his nearly three-hour telling of Israeli spies' revenge against Palestinian terrorists who murdered the country's Olympic athletes in 1972. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. In the realm of the senses. It's based on a Japanese woman who became national myth, a geisha in the 1930s who strangled her boss lover in the heat of passion and then, took a souvenir from his body. In the realm of the senses artfully abstracts that tale, unfolding in long, largely silent, and sexually explicit takes. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. All of the President's Men, bless them, Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman made journalism sexy by embodying Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein as they followed trails that led them to connect a Watergate burglary to President Nixon. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Dog Day Afternoon. The movie inspired by a Brooklyn robbery solidified Al Pacino's legend. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Anatomy of a Murder. Jimmy Stewart is as flawless as he ever was, wavering between comic and dramatic in this courtroom drama, based on a novel written by a defense attorney and inspired by one of his cases. Advertisement continue reading below. Advertisement continue reading below. F for fake or seen. Wallace last great movie is seemingly a documentary about an art forger, but it quickly turns into something else. Advertisement continue reading below. Advertisement continue reading below. The Untouchables. Kevin Costner plays federal agent Elliot Ness, who is trying to nab Al Capone Robert De Niro. The staircase sequence, inspired by the silent movie Battleship Potemkin, is a masterpiece of suspense. Advertisement continue reading below. Advertisement continue reading below. Badlands based on spree killer Charles Starkweather and his girlfriend, Sissy Spacek provides dreamy, elliptical voiceover dialogue covering their courtship and crimes. Advertisement continue reading below. Advertisement continue reading below. The serial killer genre owes all its debts to German director Fritz Lang's astounding 1931 movie, which draws on murders in the country around the time and a real Berlin criminal investigator. Advertisement continue reading below. Advertisement continue reading below. A Man Escaped. The classic is about a criminal you can root for, since he's escaping a prison in Nazi-occupied France. It's based on the memoirs of André de Vigny. Advertisement continue reading below.